Topic 1.4 is about types of matter. There are two types of matter. The first type is pure substances. They have a uniform composition. Everywhere you look, it looks exactly identical. So the first type is the element. The second type is a compound. Elements are made up of a single type of atom and cannot be broken down further by chemical means. Another definition is it's the smallest particle that contains the chemical and physical properties of a type of atom. And atoms of one element, if you recall, have the same number of protons. Those are the plus charges in their nucleus. So different elements have different numbers of protons. That's what differentiates the type of atom that it is. Examples, silver, I've given you the chemical symbols as well, carbon, hydrogen, and you can name all the ones in the periodic table. Number 2, compounds. They are made up of 2 or more atoms. They can be broken down into elements using chemical means. Examples, table salt made of sodium and chlorine, sugar made out of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, pure water made out of oxygen and hydrogen, stomach acid or hydrochloric acid are made out of hydrogen and chlorine. Mixtures, the second big type of substances, they have variable composition. So they are divided into 2 parts, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixtures are also known as solutions. They have a uniform composition everywhere, although it's not made out of one substance only. For example, if you mix salt and water, you have a salt water solution. It looks just like water, transparent. So it looks uniform. Stainless steel is made out of a couple of different types of metals mixed together. Also looks uniform. Tap water is just not H2O. It has fluoride ions added to it, some other minerals, and depending on where you're coming from, they might have fluoride, calcium compounds, making it hard water. And then heterogeneous substances. They have a variable composition. They have distinct phase separations sometimes, like a solution of chicken and noodle soup. If you let it settle, the chicken falls to the bottom. There's a solid phase at the bottom and a liquid phase at the top. Granite is a mixture of different minerals, and you can see patches on it. Then those are random depending on the sample. Also, if you think of a salt and sand and water solution, the sand settles at the bottom and the water settles at the top. So it has 2 different phases. Mixed salad, same deal. So we talked about a solution. So what is a solution? It is not an answer to a problem. No, this is a chemistry solution. It is a homogeneous or homogeneous mixture between a solute and a solvent. We will learn about these in detail in a chapter in maybe 3rd quarter. Solute is the substance that gets dissolved in a liquid or a solvent. It doesn't have to be a liquid. Solvent is the substance that dissolves a solute, resulting in a solution. Generally, more is present than the solute. So let's look at a solution that we might make. So say you are sick and you want to take some Alka-Seltzer. So you would put the Alka-Seltzer tablet in the water and you mix it, and then it becomes completely dissolved and homogeneous after the fizzing is over. So your solute is the substance that dissolved in the solvent. And solvent is this thing that there is more of. So in this case, solvent is water, solute is Alka-Seltzer. If you dissolve salt in water, the solute is salt, the solvent is water, and the solution is the salt water solution. So here is the question. So now let's look at the different types of matter. I need you to be able to recognize diagrams and tell whether they're pure substances or mixtures, and within that are they elements or compounds, or are they homogeneous mixtures or heterogeneous mixtures. So here is a picture of a element, correct? It's only the same type of atom and they're not connected together. So this would be oxygen, carbon and hydrogen. And here are two panels showing two compounds. This one is made out of two atoms combined together, like oxygen gas or nitrogen gas or chlorine gas. And here is two different elements combined together. So this is a triatomic molecule with three atoms. This is a diatomic molecule. But everywhere you see it's the same molecule. So examples of these would be salt, sugar and water. Here, this one, you have salt water, you have the same type of molecule and the same type of red atom evenly dispersed everywhere. And examples of this would be salt water, stainless steel, tap water from our previous examples. And here's finally example of a heterogeneous mixture showing the red dots combined together close in one place and the molecule with the three atoms everywhere else. So it's not even as you look. Examples: granite chicken and noodle soup and mixed salad. So here are the definitions. This is made out of one element and they are unbonded, cannot be further broken down by chemical means, and uniform composition. This is made up of two or more atoms, chemically bonded, uniform composition, can be further broken down by chemical means into the component elements. This one, made up of two or more compounds or elements, uniform composition. This one, also two or more elements or compounds, but the composition is not uniform. This one is an element, this one is a compound, and this one is a homogeneous mixture. You can write solution as well. And this one is a heterogeneous mixture. So can you tell which ones are which? Which ones are homogeneous or heterogeneous compounds and elements? Pause and figure it out, and then check your answers. So you might wonder about the diamond. Diamonds are made out of pure carbon. Carbon is bonded in a specific way that light can travel through it. This is 100% pure diamond. Gold is also a pure element. But the difference between gold and diamond, the carbon atoms are chemically bonded to each other to make a matrix, like a structure. That's why they are so hard. Gold is not like that. They're just metal atoms hanging out together without chemical bonds. Can you answer this question in the panels A, B, C, and D? Which are homogeneous or heterogeneous? Which are mixtures or pure substances? Which are elements or compounds? Pause and test to see if you can figure it out. And here are the answers. And here is the summary of the lesson and the concept matter based on can it be physically separated is divided into two subparts. If it can be physically separated, then it's a mixture. If it cannot, it's a pure substance. And pure substances, can it be chemically decomposed? If the answer is yes, it's a compound, because compounds are made out of two or more atoms. You can break them apart using chemical methods. If you cannot, if there's a pure substance, you cannot further divide them chemically, then it's an element. Going back to mixtures, you ask, is the composition uniform? If it's yes, it's a homogeneous mixture or a solution. It is not uniform, then it's a heterogeneous mixture. Thank you. I will see you in the next video.